Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the first workout in a 3-part series. It's using a single kettlebell and we're working on a different group of muscles in each workout. This workout, we're doing push muscles, so that's your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. So each workout, we'll be doing a different group. This is a perfect series for a week of workouts. You've got 3 workouts, so you can stick some rest days in between. Today I'm using a 16-kilogram kettlebell. Make sure to grab whatever weight you feel comfortable with. When you come back to this workout in the future, try and increase the weight of that kettlebell. That will promote muscle hypertrophy and will get you stronger. So make sure you're warmed up. You can warm up those fingers by clicking the subscribe button for me now, please. Without further ado, we're gonna be doing a 20-minute kettlebell workout. We got 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 10 exercises, 2 rounds. Let's go. So first exercise, we've got strict press with the right arm. Let's get that kettlebell up into the rack position, which is just in front of the right arm. We're gonna drive it above the head, locking out the arm, keeping your bicep close to your ear, and then back down to the rack position. We're gonna get going in a few seconds, so grab your kettlebell, let's go. Let's go, 40 seconds of work, strict press. So it's a nice, slow and controlled movement. Keep your core engaged, keep soft knees. Let's really focus on the movement. Keep going, we've got just over 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds, let's do one more rep. Okay, take a rest, set that kettlebell down. You can shake your shoulder out a bit. Next up, we're gonna be doing the same on the left side. So the kettlebell is gonna be in the left hand. From that rack position, we drive straight above the head. Let's get ready to go in a few seconds, guys. Now what I want you to focus on with these strict presses is that the kettlebell isn't pulling your hand away from your shoulder. So we want to make sure, especially when that kettlebell's in the rack position, that the hand is towards the midline of the body. That's going to stop the kettlebell from pulling away from your shoulder and potentially doing damage or injury. Keep going, we've got just under 5 seconds left. Okay, take a rest, set that kettlebell down. Next up, we're going to be doing push-ups. We're gonna do these offset, which means we'll have the kettlebell on the ground with the handles facing away from the body. Right hand is going on the kettlebell, left hand on the floor. Okay, let's go. Strong push-ups. So military style, we're keeping the elbows tight into the body. We're gonna lower right down until we graze the ground, and we're coming right up until the elbows are locked at the top of each push-up. Now, if these are too challenging for you today, you can do these with your knees on the ground. Keep going, you've got 10 seconds left. Okay, take a 20-second rest. Next up, we're going to be doing the same on the other side. So move your kettlebell over to the other side of your mat or your workout space that you're in. This time, left hand is going to be on that kettlebell and the right hand is going to be on the floor. Make sure the handles of the kettlebell are facing away from you. Let's go. Keep going, you've got 10 seconds left. Okay,
Okay, take a rest. Next up, we've got overhead tricep extension. So pick the kettlebell up and I want you to have it upside down. So the handles are on the bottom side and the bell is on the top side. From here, we're going to extend the kettlebell above the head with the arms fully extended. We then flex at the elbows to lower the kettlebell down behind the head. Now keep soft knees and keep your legs and core engaged. You really want to try and keep your balance here and make sure the kettlebell doesn't pull from behind. Great job. Keep going. You've got 10 seconds left. Okay, before you take your rest here, just be very careful how you bring that kettlebell back up and around your head. Make sure you bring it down safely. Next up, we've got alternate hip to hip halo. So we're holding the kettlebell in the same position with it upside down. Start with the kettlebell just outside your left hip, bring it up and around your right shoulder, around your left shoulder, and then back down to your right hip. We're alternating which direction it goes in, so we'll be bringing it around the head in opposite direction every rep. Awesome work. Keep going. You've got 10 seconds left. Great work. Take a rest. Next up, we've got front raise. Now, there's a few different ways that you can hold the kettlebell here, depending on the shape of the one you're using today. You can either hold it by the handles or you can hold it by the actual bell, whichever is more comfortable for you. So keeping the arms straight, we're going to lift the kettlebell straight up in front of the body until the kettlebell is about in line with your chest. Great work. Keep going. You've got 10 seconds left. Great work. Take a rest. Next up, we've got press to extension. So just like earlier where we did the tricep extension behind the head, we're going to do that again, but this time we've also got a press in there as well. So a nice compound exercise working the tricep and the shoulders. Make sure to keep the movement slow and controlled. Let's go. So again, you can hold the kettlebell whichever way is most comfortable depending on the shape you're using today. Awesome work. Keep going. You've got 10 seconds left. Okay, take a rest. Set that kettlebell down and off to the side because next up we've got a body weight exercise. We're going to be doing tricep dips. We're going to start this from a reverse tabletop position and then we flex at the elbows to lower down. If you have a bench to do these from, then even better. Just go for whatever is most comfortable for you today and the equipment that you have. 40 seconds of tricep dips. Let's go. So I'm really starting to feel my triceps burn now. Stick with me, keep going, you've got this. take a rest. We've got one more exercise of the first round of this workout. We're going to finish up with some body weight push-ups. So just like the push-ups we did earlier, but this time without using the kettlebell. Try and keep your form really strict here. If you need to go down to your knees, then that's fine, but just try and stay up for as long as possible. 40 seconds, military style push-ups. Let's go. Keep going, guys. If these become too challenging with your knees down, then go to a plank hold. Here's your 10-second warning. Keep going, guys. Stick with me, just a few more seconds left. And that is it for the first round of exercises, guys. Well done. Grab a sip of water if you need. You can always pause the video and come back in if you need a little bit extra rest. Bring your kettlebell towards you because next up, we're going for strict press on the right arm. So let's go, 40 seconds of work. Remember those form cues, such as keeping the hand towards the midline of the body when the kettlebell is in the rack position. Fully extend the kettlebell above your head and keep your bicep close to your ear at the top of each rep. Keep going, stick with me, you've got 10 seconds left. Great work, so set that kettlebell down. Next up, we've got strict press with the left arm. I'm really starting to feel it now, guys. If you are too, that's all good. We're here today to work. Shake it out. We've got strict presses coming up next on the left arm. So let's go, 40 seconds, strict presses on the left arm. Just 10 seconds to go, guys. Stick with me, keep going. Awesome job. Set that kettlebell down. Take a 20-second rest. Next up, we've got offset push-ups on the right arm. So remember to keep that kettlebell on the right side of your mat. The handles are on the floor facing away from you. Your right hand is going to be on the kettlebell and your left hand is going to be on the floor. Strict military presses. Let's go. Keep going, 10 seconds left, you've got this. Now take a rest, awesome job. I know it's starting to really burn now. Let's do the same on the left side, so set that kettlebell to the left side of your mat. Handles on the floor facing away from you, and this time your left hand is going to be on the kettlebell, right hand on the floor. Let's do this, guys. 40 seconds, come on. Ten seconds, keep going, guys, you've got this. Okay, take a 20-second rest. Well done. Next up, we've got overhead tricep extension. So just remember that we are holding the kettlebell upside down. The handles will be facing down and the bell will be facing up. We fully extend the arms above the head, and then we're going to slowly lower by flexing at the elbows. 40 seconds, guys. Let's go. Ten seconds, keep it up, you can do this. Great work, take a rest, that is a tough one. Next up, we've got alternate hip to hip halo. So holding the kettlebell in the same position as we just had it in then, we'll start with it in front of the left hip. We bring it up around the right shoulder, behind the head, around the left shoulder, finish up on the right hip. Remember to alternate the direction that you're going in. Great work, keep going, just 10 more seconds. Okay, take a rest, well done. We've got 20 seconds of rest before we're going into front raises. So holding the kettlebell in whichever way is most comfortable for you today. We've got a slight bend in the elbows, but we're gonna be keeping the arms mostly straight, and we're raising that kettlebell directly in front of the body. Keep going, 10 more seconds, you can do this. Now set that kettlebell down, 20 seconds of rest. That is a tough one. Next up, we've got this nice compound exercise, which is a overhead press to tricep extension. Grab a sip of water if you need before we get going. Let's do 40 seconds, press to extension. Let's go. Ten more seconds, keep going, you can do this. Okay, take a rest, awesome job. Set that kettlebell aside because next up we've got body weight tricep dips. Now again, you can either do these on the floor or using a bench depending on how challenging you want to make it today. Just doing these on the floor after all of those previous tricep exercises is enough to blast my triceps today, so go for whatever you feel comfortable. Let's go. Keep going, guys. Stick with me. 10 more seconds. Okay, take a rest, guys. We've got just one more exercise to finish this workout. We're going to finish up with body weight push-ups. Let's finish strong together. Stick with your strict form for as long as you possibly can. If you burn out, then do it with your knees down. If that then becomes too challenging again, then go for a plank hold. Whatever you're doing, stick with me. Let's go right to the end. You got this. Keep going, just 10 more seconds. You've got this. And that is it for this workout. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification button. It really means a lot to me that you're joining me for these workouts. Please let me know in the comment section where you are doing these workouts from. It always brings me lots of joy to see where in the world you're doing these. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.